Hi, fourth years. I really hope that you're well and that you're managing to keep up with some of the lessons. So, where have we got to so far? We have read the sick rows, understood the ideas in it, written answers on the sick rows, and now we're coming to the point where we're thinking about the themes in the sick rows. Now, the reason I've got a picture of Disneyland Paris, might be a Florida, I don't know. It's because it's a theme park. Okay, a theme park is when there's a main idea that is bandied about, and you'll see that idea several times over. So the main idea in theme park, in Disney theme park, is Mickey Mouse. You see him in loads of different places. Or the main ideas are fun and being carefree. So those ideas will go on and on throughout the theme park. That it's all linked together. Similar in the sick rows, there are certain ideas that come up again and again. For example, there is the theme of violence, whether it's an attack on the rows, whether it's a sexual attack, or whether it's a French Revolution, there seems to be this idea of violence coming up in the warning. There's a theme of love. Love being a strong feeling that you have for somebody. There's a feeling of love, whether it's love for a country, patriotic love for a woman, or romantic love, or love for in a more sexual way, a lustful love. They're all different kinds of loves. There is the theme of morality. Now, morality is just a fancy way of dealing with whether something's wrong or right, sinful or not sinful. So morality, should you be doing that? So there's the idea that should Rose be having sex outside marriage? Should Rose be thinking about Rose the country, thinking about revolution, and whether, yes, there might be this idea that you want to do it, but should you be doing it? The temptation of a sin, but actually we know that sins are wrong. Okay, so this idea of morality about whether it's right to do something. And then finally we've got the theme of sex as well. So sex in the sense of between two people, but also with sex there could come a risk of real disease. I suppose just like in our day, our day and age, if you go around sleeping with lots of people and don't use protection, you're putting yourself at risk to a variety of things. But back in the day, even an STI was incurable and could cause death. They thought that was God's anger at not keeping it within marriage. But that is one interpretation of how sex can have a moral twist on it. So, first thing I'd like you to do is read up on these themes. Go and look at the website on Shmoop, and it gives you a description of each theme, and it even goes and picks some quotes for you. After you've done that, go to task number 2, which is I'm checking your understanding. Do you know what each theme means? And try, if it's love, try to include love of a country as well as love as a woman. Try and write down what you think love means, or look it up in the OED, Oxford English Dictionary, and put that down. Then I want you to find an example of love, if you're on that theme, in the poem. What best quote can be linked to love? So you put down the line of the poem. And then after that, you tell me why. Where is the love in this quote? You tell me. Even though it might be really obvious, you have to show me. And that, because we're preparing for an essay now, and even if in your essay, even if you think it's really obvious, this idea, so I ask you to look at love and you've given me a quote, I can't give you any marks until you have very plainly said to me, where's the quote? Even though it might be obvious, like, duh, it's a rose. Well, you have to explain to me that rose is a classic symbol of love, and it is beautiful often, and it is it's got a high status, it's people think well of it and it's precious. You have to say all those things to me, okay? So go over it again. First task, go to the website, read up on the themes. Second task, fill in the boxes, telling me what each theme means, finding me a quote from the poem, and then explaining how that quote links to the theme that you're looking at. Hope you have a good lesson, and well, I'll see you soon. Bye, folks.